Hey there, what's up, folks? We're back here Monday evening, so you know it's my normal thing. I go to my local Goodwill and I pick up a bunch of stuff to sell throughout the week and really through the weekend. I did pretty good today, so I spent a total of, what was it? I spent a total of $51.39, and I was really hoping I would find a bunch of stuff because with it being a holiday weekend, 4th of July and all, I didn't anticipate there's going to be a lot of yard sales, so I want to make sure I bought enough stuff to get me to next week so I'd have enough stuff to list throughout the week. So I've been trying to list about 5 items a day or more, and I've been doing pretty good at that. So 2 items that I bought out of that were for me. So really I spent $45 or so, a little over $45 for reselling, and I bought 29 items. So that puts it at about $1.57 a piece. So that's pretty good for me, about $1.50. Got some good stuff. I won't go through them all, but been doing good with the women's jeans. I got a little bit of stuff here still from the yard sale I want to get listed, but I had a lot of good clothes and I was really happy with that. So speaking of clothes, I want to touch on something real quick. Another viewer left me a comment here. Shelly asked, and it's a good question because I don't know if I really talked about this. Maybe I have mentioned it, but I haven't really talked about it. It's a good question. People are wondering if... She asked if I launder my clothes before I sell them, and I don't. And I know that some resellers do. Oh, it's starting to rain. Good. It's freaking hot in here. It's like 90 degrees. So I don't, because if I'm personally, this is the way I think about it. If I personally am buying something pre-owned from a yard sale, thrift store, or whatever, I'm going to wash it. Even if it smells clean, even if it looks clean, I don't know that I'm going to wash it. So now, could I take the extra step and do that? But that's just another cost. That's another time-consuming thing, laundry detergent, all that stuff. So I just don't do that. Whenever I buy clothes from the thrift store, it's clean. Now, it's not always clean. I've found some stuff that's like freaking soiled and dirty and I didn't see it, and like I just throw that in the trash. I don't even take it home or anything. But here's an example. These are these Denizen Levi's. I've been selling these pretty good, but women Bermuda jean shorts, and perfectly clean. And really, these could probably be worn, you know, they look like brand new basically. But a lot of my items that I buy are like this, and I don't wash them. Whenever the person gets these, they're probably going to wash them anyway. So that's kind of why. I mean, here's another pair of women's shorts. Perfectly fine. There's no weird stains in them. Everything looks good. So to answer the question, no, I don't. I just don't feel it's worth the time for me to do it. Because, like I said, if it's a new shirt, it's not going to get washed. Or maybe they'll wash it anyway when they get it. Then if it's a pre-owned one, they're going to wash it. So I don't mess with that stuff. Next thing I was going to talk about was, this is probably going to be my last month. July will probably be my last month in this storage unit. If you guys know, you've been following along, when I rented this place, they said, oh, it's climate controlled. And I was paying a little bit higher for that convenience because they said it wouldn't get any hotter than 80 degrees in here. It's 84 degrees outside right now, and it's 90 in my storage unit. So I'm just going to be quite frank here, and if you have kids watching, now's the time to cover their ears. But to sell me a storage unit, Storage Rentals of America, and say that this is climate controlled, I've called and called and called, you're ripping people off, and that's bullshit. And I'm not going to pay you another month in this place if I can deal with it. So I got to pay tomorrow for my next month, which is fine. But come into July, I'm going to go somewhere else. And there's a place that's like right down the road for me. They have the same size unit, but it's actually a 10 by 24. So I get 4 extra feet. It's not climate controlled, but I can't find that anywhere. So if I'm going to be hot, I may as well go somewhere that's closer to me. It's a bigger unit, and I'm paying like $40 less a month. And that's the other thing. This place is going to hike up my rates. They're going to go ahead and like raise my rates up another $15, $20 a month. It was like it's $20 a month. Like, you're not even climate controlled. Okay, I'm done with the rant. This stupid freaking business. So, calling you guys out. I tried. That's enough of that. Let's get into the nitty gritty. I got 2 items going out today. I had a really good weekend last last weekend I had 10 items. I had like $180 in sales. Today I've got 2, which is okay. I understand. Coming off a big weekend, you might not have a whole lot, whatever. Sold some shorts on eBay out of tote A, some Mizzou shorts. These are Nike. I think they might actually be the thrifted brand. Mizzou shorts. Got these at Goodwill for a little over $1, and these sold for $16.65 plus shipping. Next item I sold a Macari out of Q, and I'm kind of surprised it sold, but I guess I'm glad I did. I only paid $1/4 for this shirt, and I picked it up because it was a bigger size and also had like one of those funny kind of college names on it. I think it's called like Louisiana State, South Central Louisiana State. It was like Mud Dogs or something. So, but there was dark staining from like sweat stains, basically. I mean, it's a clean shirt, but it's just dark staining from sweat under the armpits. So I made an offer for $5. I had it listed for $5.99, and they took the offer. So this sold for $5 on Macari plus shipping. Let's get these packed up. And also, good news that tomorrow I should be able to get order my what's it called? Those poly mailers, so I don't have to use these bubble mailers anymore. But yeah, I was kind of happy. There's a storage area, and they're under new ownership, and they're gated. They're like a gated, storage unit, just like this is, but the property manager lives on the property, and they close. The only difference is they close at 8 o'clock, so I'd have to make sure I get there before 8, because sometimes I am here after 8 o'clock. But it's like, it'll technically be $50 cheaper a month. I'll get 4 extra feet, so more room, and I'll spend less. And it's closer. And when I mean closer, I mean damn near a stone's throw away. It's literally right down the road from me. Like, I could get there in like 3 minutes, like less than 5 minutes. It's super close. So I'm excited. Because, I mean, everything else with this place is nice, but that just burns my ass that I pay that amount of money for a climate-controlled unit, and it's like not even close to being climate-controlled. 992. Bet you guys didn't think you would hear me vent as much as I do. But, yeah. So that's going to be some work. I'll have to probably rent a truck or borrow somebody's truck. Again, get everything out of here. But I think my plan is I'll wait a couple weeks, and I'll probably try to make it the last week of this month if I have time. And I'll probably put my eBay store and everything on vacation mode, so that way I can still make sales, but I won't be required to pack anything up if I do make a sale. So that way it'll give me time to get to my new unit, get everything situated, then I can come off vacation mode and just start fresh. So that's the plan. 15 ounces, 10, 9, 3. Oh no, you need Sharpie. 15 ounces, 10, 9, 3. This is going to Florida. What's up, folks? Back here, what did I say? Tuesday, July 1st. You believe it's July 1st already? That's absolutely crazy. But we're pulling orders, and I got to come back to look to see what tote it's in, because I looked and I forgot already. You guys know I do that all the time. Tote W. So I got 2 going on eBay. I've got 3 going on Macari. And actually, the 3 on Macari were a bundle deal that somebody bought 3 items, and we got a bundle deal on that. So that was pretty cool. So I was pretty happy to see that. Total gross sales today, $45. My cost of goods is about $5.50. So DraftKings hat is what I sold out of W. I should probably get through these NASCAR stuff here as soon as I can. Hey, it's right here on top. That's cool. So this is a DraftKings hat, and I got it at a yard sale for $1. It's new. DraftKings is a sports betting website. But this sold for $9.99 plus shipping. And the other item was also on W. I think I got a few coming out of this tote today. This was a shirt that was one of my wife's shirts. I think this is, nope, that's not it. Under Armour is a pretty good brand that I've been selling. It doesn't sell for big money, but if you got pre-owned stuff that you can get for cheap, it does sell. This sold for $6 plus shipping. Now let's pull the 3 Macari orders. So we've got some Tommy Hilfiger black denim jeans coming out of B. Size 10. These are all, well, 2 of them are size 10, one size 12. But we got Tommy Hilfiger black denim jeans. Got these at Goodwill for a little over $1. These, and along with 2 other ones, were in a bundle deal for $29. So this is the first one. So we got Tommy Hilfiger jeans number 1. Next one is some Simply Vera, some crop size 10 blue jeans out of tote W. Simply Vera blue jeans, another brand that I've been picking up, women's brand that sells pretty good. Got these for a little over $1. And then out of tote U, we got some size 12 Simply Vera. I know I've mentioned in the past, I'm going to start writing on the outside of the bag when there's similar items, and boy, does that help a lot. So I wrote Vera Wang, 12 skinny, that's these. So we've got these 3 pair of jeans. I paid, let's see, about $4, a little over $4, $4.50 for all 3 of these. These sold for $29 plus shipping. All right, let's pack them up. Let's do the DraftKings hat first. I don't know where all this fuzz came from. Oh, it reminds me, today's July 1st, so I should have a new coupon for eBay branded shipping supplies. I'll have to check that out later. I did decide to run a sale on my eBay store last night, pretty much like all my clothing items. Just ran it for 15% off. Did this box upside down, not that it makes a difference. So yeah, I ran a sale pretty much on every clothing item for 15% off. And really, when I see somebody watching my item, I send them an offer for 10 to 15% off anyway. So, but the sale helps draw eyes to the items and it boosts engagement. So hopefully it'll all sell more items. That's the idea. 9 ounces, 864. Let me get this out of the way. Let's go in Pennsylvania. Yeah, tell you what, I think I've said it once and I'll say it again. Clothing is not like the most fun thing to list. I mean, it's easy to list. It's just not very exciting. It's not like old action figures or video games and stuff that I enjoy. But it's starting to become bread and butter for me, and that is totally okay for me. We got 8 ounces, 992, 8 ounces. Going to Kansas. And especially since, like I mentioned, I tapped into like a niche of women's clothing that I really didn't think I would ever really get into. I think we're going to use this box, and we're going to, because it's got to go UPS, otherwise I'd use a priority box. Macari does weird stuff with their shipping, so we're just going to put this in here, just like that. Thank you card. And then we're going to score this. Fold it down a little bit. Once we go to this, I go ahead and I run another cut across the top, and it gets rid of that extra cardboard that adds extra weight. And then see how the top just meets right up just like that. Perfect. There we go. Hope that's not too heavy. It is what it is. This is going to, this is Macari. Where'd my marker go? Ship's done. Hey, what's going on, folks? We're here Wednesday evening. I've got 3 orders going out, totaling close to 40 bucks. First item was one of my wife's items, and this sold really quick, so which means I probably listed it too low. This is a Dooney & Burke purse dust bag with the purse charm. She didn't want it, so I listed it on eBay. This sold really quick for $19.99 plus shipping. Next item in tote G is a pair of women's shorts, that Levi Denizen brand. I've been talking about that for a little bit. That's it. I think this is it. I didn't write on the bag. I gotta keep doing that. But these I got a Goodwill for a little over $1, and they sold for $9 plus shipping. Then I've got some men's shorts out of V. Levi jean shorts. These are probably it here. Yep. So I got these at Goodwill also. And for like $1.50 or something like that, and these sold for $11.02 plus shipping. Okay, so we're back here. I think it was on Thursday. I went ahead and did the audio this way. There was somebody in the storage unit that was like right next to me, so I didn't want to hear them in the audio or them hear me trying to record something. But I sold these J. Crew shorts. I picked them up at Goodwill for a little over $1, and they sold for $9 plus shipping. Next item going out, I sold 3 pairs of these steak knives that I picked up at a yard sale. They're all new in package, and I paid $2 a piece for these. Somebody bought 3 pair of them, and they sold for, I think it was $35.88 plus shipping. And the funny thing is, I ended up finding out that this brand of knives, they bought them from the Dollar Tree. So I guess they sell a little bit more than a couple bucks. So there you go, $35.88 plus shipping. I hope everyone enjoys their weekend and had a great 4th of July celebration. Get out there, spend some time with family, and have some fun. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe. We'll see you guys next time.